The event presented by Radio Italia Uno and Unique Stone has been postponed to Friday, the 26th of March, with a new program, an exciting and engaging show with double the entertainment and music. Guests of the evening are James Liotta, Daniela Fontanarosa and Sonic Circle, Rocco Speranza. Friday, the 26th of March in the spectacular Woodville Town Hall Theatre. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Tickets already purchased for February the 13th are directly valid for March the 26th. If you want to book new tickets, don't wait. Call the radio at 8212-3177. 212-3177. In addition to the major sponsor Unique Stone, we're happy to have our platinum sponsors by our side. Mitole Family Farm and Northeast Isuzu. Radio Italia Uno, sempre di più.
Buonasera, good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, signore e signori. Benvenuti alla serata di grande musica e gran divertimento con Radio Italia Uno. This is a fundraiser night for Radio Italia Uno. As you know, the evening was scheduled on the 13th of February and was cancelled, and we apologize for that. Unfortunately, we live in a world that everything is conditioned by COVID-19. The pandemic has a huge impact on our lives. But nothing happens for no reason. In fact, the evening tonight will be even bigger and better. My name is Marta Markowska, and I am Sales and Marketing Manager at Radio Italia Uno. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this wonderful evening. But firstly, I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests. The Consul of Italy in South Australia, Dr. Adriano Stendardo, and his wife, Clizia Restivo, are with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. I would like to make a special mention to our major sponsor, Unique Stone and Mr. Armando Paradiso and his family. Thank you so much for supporting us. A very big thank you also to our platinum partners, Northeast Isuzu and Mitolo Family Farms. Thank you so much for supporting us. E adesso un po' di parole in italiano. Ringrazio di vero cuore il nostro major sponsor Unique Stone e Armando Paradiso, i due platinum partners Mitolo Family Farm and Northeast Isuzu. Ringrazio tutti voi per la partecipazione e il sostegno che date a Radio Italia Uno. Ovviamente ringrazio il presidente radio Dino Musolino e saluto anche la sua moglie. Ringrazio il comitato radio, il comitato sociale, i volontari che si sono prestati alla realizzazione di questa serata e poi voglio ringraziare di vero cuore il mio collega Stefano Pratola per la preziosa collaborazione e per tutto quello che fa e mi aiuta sempre a stare bene. Grazie di cuore. Well, the show tonight is divided in three parts. The first part will be 1 hour of fantastic music with Sonic Circle. In the second part, we will all laugh a lot with the comedian and with the great humor of James Liotta. And the last part, we will enjoy the amazing voice of a young tenor, Rocco Speranza. Allora, siamo pronti? Are you ready tonight? We open with Sonic Circle, una delle band locali più amate, direi. Allora, Marco, Daniela Fontanarosa, eccola qui che arriva. Signore e signori, Sonic Circle.
It's a curious thing. Make one man weep, make another man sing. change a hawk to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love. Tougher than diamonds, richer cream, stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream. Make a bad one good, make a wrong one right. Power of love will keep you warm at night. Don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden and it's cool sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love. It's the power of love. First time you feel it, it might make you sad. Next time you feel it, it might make you mad. But to be glad, baby, when you found, that's the power, makes the world go round. Don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden and it's cool sometimes, but it might just save your life. They say that all in love is fair, oh, but you don't care, 'cause you know what to do when it takes hold of you. And with a little help from above, you feel the power of love. Power of love. Can you feel it? Don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden and it's cool sometimes. You won't feel nothing till you feel the power. That's the power of love. Not the power. That's the power of love. You feel the power of love. You feel the power of love. You feel the power of love. That's the power of love. Woo. Hello, good evening, everybody. How are we feeling tonight? Come on, guys, we've been locked up for a year here with COVID-19. How are you feeling tonight? That's a lot better, thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, as you know, we are Sonic Circle. We're here for the next hour or so to entertain you. So we're going to get up, we're going to get moving, we're going to have some fun together tonight. But we're also going to bring you something really, really important and something that's really needed in 2021. And that is love. Because I feel like even though we have everything, like literally everything, we're the most unhappiest society that's been around, really. Because back in the day, I used to remember when my grandma and my aunties and uncles used to tell me about the past. They just seemed so happy. They had that little spark in their eye. And suddenly it's just gone. But we have absolutely no need to not feel that love, because it's free. So we're going to take you on a bit of a love journey tonight on behalf of Sonic Circle. And the first love I'm going to talk to you about is the first love. That first feeling of love that you ever get. I was only little the first time I felt this. And I remember I was at home. My grandma was looking after me and my cousin. Shout out, just give me a shout out if you guys, anyone out here remembers the movie Moving Out? Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear. So we're at home. My grandma's looking after us. And my cousin said, Daniela, do you want to watch Moving Out? And I said, what is that? And then we put it on, and the music starts, and I see this guy with these big brown eyes, and I was like, shaboom. Just, it got me straight away. It was like an electrical volt just went through my body, and I was like, who are you? He was hot. His name was Vince Colosimo. Yes. Don't giggle at me. I know all of you have had this moment at home secretly. I know your husbands are out there too. It's okay. We can have this moment. Anyway, this is the first time I actually felt that bolt inside me, and I thought, where did this come from? I don't know if it was the music or the brown eyes or maybe a combination of both. So we decided tonight that we're going to sing this particular song for you. When you hear it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's about that first moment, that person that just grabs you instantly. And it's called Tu.
Siamo là, c'è l'amore a te di tu, dimmi sì,
che sia più blu e mi sorrida tu. So I talked about the big brown eyes, right? How that got me the first time. That was my first real experience of what love can do to your body. Then I had children. This was years later, obviously, not when I was a child. But I had my 2 new girls, and then I experienced love in a completely different way. And the boys can tell you too, their parents too. We've all got kids. Hands up, just give me a shout out. You got kids out there? Would you do anything for your kids? Anything like this when I had my kids in my arms. And sometimes, actually not sometimes, all the time, when I'm doing something, they just inspire my every move. But I'm talking the sacrifices, the hardships, the challenges, getting up every day and you know that heavy feeling, they just make it completely different. And I feel like I can just do anything just by looking at them. So they give me that complete inspiration. So I'm going to dedicate this one to all of us that have our children. You know our love was meant to be the kind of love to last forever. And I want you here with me from tonight until the end of time. You should know everywhere I go, you're always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. Wanna have you near me. I wanna have you hear me saying, no one needs you more than I need you. And I know it's plain to see. So in love when we're together. And I know that I need you here with me. From tonight until the end of time. You should know, you need to know everywhere I go. Always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. I've got to say, has anyone been watching Cobra Kai? Okay. See, Daniel LaRusso, he was my second Brown Eyes back in the day. That just reminds me of the Karate Kid. I don't know why that song. I think it's in there somewhere. But moving on. Stop laughing at me, you. Moving on. There was one type of love that I can tell you that probably every woman in this room has experienced, if not once, 2, 3 times. And when it initially was born in me, I didn't even know it existed, because it was the love that was between me and my dad. And every father with his daughter is, I'm not even going to get started into it, because I know there's a few of you out there that have got a great relationship with their father, or had a great relationship with their father. And it really shapes the woman that you become as you grow. Except that, I don't know about you guys, but I've made that error a couple of times now, where I think maybe the guy that I meet will love me unconditionally just like my dad. And unfortunately, that doesn't always go that way. Actually, more than often, it doesn't actually go that way. But the positive about it is that once you get through that hardship of not being loved the way you wanted to be loved, it shapes you and changes you into the woman that you become. So it's kind of needed at the same time. And I think that that's where it really comes from. Being a woman, love really creates who you are and where you go and how you handle your things in life. And I'm not talking bad about the boys out there tonight. We share a lot of love for you guys too, but you really know how to turn it up sometimes. Come on, ladies, is it true? They're really good at it. I think the shape of our heart might be just a little bit different, but I really love this song. It reminds me of my dad, and it reminds me of everything that I've gone through in life, and it's called Gli Uomini.
Sono stato anch'io bambina di mio padre innamorata, per lui sbaglio sempre sono la sua figlia sgangherata. Ho provato a conquistarlo e non ci sono mai riuscita. Ho lottato per cambiarlo, ci vorrebbe un'altra vita. La pazienza delle donne incomincia a quell'età, quando nascono in famiglia quelle mezze ostilità, e ti perdi dentro a un cinema a sognare di andar via con il primo che ti capita e che ti dice una bugia. Prima parlano d'amore, poi ti lasciano da sola. Gli uomini ti cambiano e tu piangi 1000 notti. Perché? Ma perché gli uomini ti uccidono? Gli amici vanno a ridere di te. Penso anch'io la prima volta, stretta a un angolo e sconfitta, lui faceva e non capiva perché stavo ferma incinta. Ho scoperto con il tempo che diventando un po' più dura, che se l'uomo in gruppo è più cattivo, quando è solo ha più paura. Uomini
Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna have a break. I'm just gonna put my mic down, and I'm gonna give you guys a moment, several moments, with one of the most beautiful voices you will hear. Can you please put your hands together for Marco Laudonia?
For my beautiful wife, Ange.
I can feel you guys warming up a little bit now. We're going to do one of our favorite songs. And do you know what? I'm not going to tell you anything about this one. We're just going to sing it. When you're ready, Marco, and you finish drinking from your drink bottle. You know, there's a time and a place.
Yes.
I'm only kidding.
Come on, let's do it.
Come on, guys. Let's see it. That's the way. Don't be shy. It was a rainy night when he came into sight, standing by the road.
umbrella, no coat. So I pulled up alongside and I offered him a ride. He accepted with a smile, so we drove for a while. I didn't ask him his name, this lonely boy in the rain. Baby, tell me it's right, is this love at first sight? Please don't make it wrong, just stay for the night. All I wanna do is make love to you. Say you will, you want me to. All I wanna do is make love to you. Got loving arms to hold on to. So we found a hotel. It was a place I knew well. We made magic that night. Oh, he did everything right. But the woman out of me so many times easily. And in the morning when he woke, all I left him was a note. I told him I am the flower, you are the seed. We wanted the garden, we planted a tree. Don't try to find me, please don't you dare. Just live in the memory, you'll always be there. All I wanna do is make love to you. One night of love, so we knew. All I wanna do is make love to you. Loving arms to hold on to. Ooh, we made love like strangers all night long. We made love. Then it happened one day. We came around the same way. Could imagine his surprise when he saw his own eyes. I said, please, please understand, I'm in love with another man, and what he couldn't give me, oh, was the one little thing that you can. All I wanna do is make love to you. Say you will, want me to. All I wanna do is make love to you. Got loving arms to hold on to. All I wanna do is make love to you. Say you will, want me to. All I wanna do is make love to you. Loving arms all night long. Love to you all night long. All night long. All night long. All I wanna do, all I wanna do, all I wanna do, all I wanna do, all I wanna do is make love to you. All I wanna do is make love to you.
Do you know what? There's another type of love that comes from Elvis. and let me tell you that myself and Daniel, with Marco in the band, we know all about that Elvis love.
can't understand me when everything I do is wrong. You give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you'll always lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. Oh, you touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me as you do. That's the wonder of you.
Go, Marco. Come on, give it up for Marco one more time. Come on, guys. We all love Elvis Presley. Everybody loves Elvis. Well, according to Marco, everybody loves Elvis. I love teasing him. You guys ever had that friend and you're out somewhere and whatever, and a guy walks past or a girl walks past and says hi, and that is it? It is like all over from there. Suddenly, they didn't just wave, they winked at me, they looked twice at me, they did this, they did that. They didn't do any of the above. You're all making it up in your head. Yeah, there's also that kind of love. But we love this song. It's called Ciao. I'm sure you know this one. If you know this one, feel free to sing along.
Coraggio dai, ce la farò. Libro bella uscivi tu, avevo il cuore gola, ma poi è bastata una parola solo ciao, il tuo sorriso solo ciao. Per cominciare solo ciao, per dirti amore, ma come piove la balla, ti bagni tutta, vieni qua, chi se ne frega, intanto già nasceva il sole. Vola un gabbiano, lo stesso cielo, la stessa mano, così da sola abiti qua, il letto tuo chi te lo fa, solo fantasia. Adesso non parliamo, ma basta dirti una parola solo già, il tuo sorriso solo già, per cominciare solo già, per dirti amore. Ma come piove mamma là, ti bagni tutta, vieni qua, chi se ne frega, intanto già nasceva il sole. Bastava dirti solo ciao, se lo sapevo solo ciao, per cominciare solo ciao, per dirti amore. E intanto guarda su di noi, ora un gabbiano, lo stesso cielo, la stessa mano. Io vado a casa subito ti chiamo, rispondimi presto, rispondi ti amo. Na 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 na. Io vado a casa subito ti chiamo, rispondimi presto, rispondi ti amo. Na 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 na.
Thank you. How many of you guys have had to fight for love? Oh, you're such liars. Are you serious? How many of you have had to fight for love? You know, you get that feeling of, you know, someone, you're going to lose that person, and then you do everything in your power. Not just relationships, boys and girls, not just boyfriends and girlfriends. I'm talking about the fight of love. When someone's, you know, I don't want to make this a morbid occasion, but, you know, when someone's really ill, or that fight you've got in your heart, just praying hard that they're going to stay, or how many of you have felt that before? Okay, see, now that's better, thank you. This is about that fight.
Penso che sia tutto inutile, sai, è un incontro d'anime che non si liberano mai. Io non so più cosa vuoi da me e non cambierò per tutto quello che non sei. Io non posso credere ancora una volta, io non posso vivere senza risposte, una delusione che fa male, sai, come polvere mi libererò. Don't make me close one more time, I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare, but stay in bed till you dare. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. Ora che non so se startene qui conto di me per la forza che non ho. Non ci sto più, voglio gridarlo nel blu quando non mi troverai, quando non ci sarai. Io non voglio credere ancora una volta, io non posso vivere senza risposte, è una delusione che fa male, sai, come bollire mi libererò. Your love I remember forever, so make me close one more time. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must stay in there, turn you there. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more time. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must stay in there, turn you there. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, 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 nothing. If I don't have
Thank you so much. Secret business on stage. Yes, I will. They're giving me like little signals of what I need to say. I think I know what I'm saying. I'm only joking. This is actually going to be our last song for tonight before we pass you over to James Liotta. You guys know James, right? Come on, guys, let's hear it for James. But all jokes and fun times aside just for a second, but if you think about it, a year ago, the whole world was in a lockdown. And we experienced a part of history that we'll be talking about for years and years and years to come. And all of our little kids, they're going to bring this into their elderly life. And it's been a huge, like the whole world, everyone was locked up inside. Even Agumara next door, she can't go to shopping anymore. Everyone locked up inside. And I just want to leave you with one thing. Love and kindness are free. It costs you absolutely nothing. So please, if I can leave you with one thing tonight, on behalf of Daniel, Marco and I, Sonic Circle, just one act. If you know what, if everyone in this room does one act of kindness this week, that's over 300 acts of kindness just in Adelaide. And it takes absolutely nothing. So I hope that in all these conversations and chatting and music that we've had tonight, I hope that something in you has changed. I hope that you take something away that you've got to think about. So this next one is between us guys and you. 1, 2, 2 strong hearts. Our last song for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. We're Sonic Circle, and we'll see you next time. Let's do it, Mark. Come on, everybody. To analyze this kind of emotion, 'cause it comes naturally. A simple case of feeling love and devotion. So tell me tenderly,
give my love to you. I wanna feel my blood run through you. And oh, I wanna touch you over and over and over again. We've got two strong hearts, we stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Running free, running free. Well, there's no need for compromising my reputation. When you lead me astray, I'm proud to be a part of this fascination. And I hear you say, yeah, I wanna be there to guide you. I wanna feel my love inside you. And oh, I wanna touch you over and over and over again. We've got two strong hearts, we stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Running free. All right, guys, come on, put your hands up. Let's do it. We've got two strong hearts, we stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like a river to the sea. We've got two strong hearts, we stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Running free. Two strong hearts, we stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like a river to the sea. We've got two strong hearts, we stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, we're Sonic Circle. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Ma che bravi, fantastici, rimanete con me. Daniela, vieni ancora con me. Che emozioni, che momenti fantastici. Io ho ballato tutta la serata, ragazzi, non so, vi state divertendo? Are you having fun tonight? Fantastic, beautiful. So I just want to present and ask you to put your hands together for Sonic Circle. Daniel, Marco, Daniela Fontanarosa. If you're looking for a band for your next function, make sure you like them and follow on the social media. Thank you so much, guys. That was amazing. What a great energy. Wow, amazing. Bentornati alla seconda parte di questa splendida serata organizzata, come dicevo prima, da Radio Italia Uno. Eccoci qua. Vedo che ancora tante persone stanno socializzando, stanno parlando, avendo fantastici momenti ovviamente qui a Woodville Town Hall, but we need to actually move a little bit and welcome on the stage our next artist. But I would like to make, of course, a very important notice of our major sponsor, Unique Stone, Mr. Armando Paradiso and his family. Thank you so much. And also to our two platinum partners, Mitolo Family Farms and Northeast Isuzu. Ancora una volta, grazie a tutti voi per la partecipazione e per il sostegno che date a Radio Italia Uno. È davvero importante, grazie di cuore. Well, we had 1 hour of amazing music by Sonic Circle, Fantastici, and now we are all ready to laugh with the great humor of the comedian James Liotta. Very soon, James Liotta will be joining me on this big stage. He is an Australian, Italian comedian, actor, performer, MC, TV, radio presenter, and is a producer with over 25 years of experience. Attore, comico, presentatore radiofonico, televisivo, nato a Melbourne da una famiglia italiana. James, con oltre 25 anni di esperienza, di carriera, diverte il pubblico in tutta Australia, con la sua comicità inconfondibile, puntando sempre sulle sue origini italiane. Abbiamo l'allarme che è scattato in questo momento, chissà se c'è qualcosa che non va. Aspettiamo un attimino. A posto, ecco, forse ci voleva una sirena speciale per questo comico questa sera. Signore e signori, James Liotta.
Oh, hello. Hang on, where we go? La gamba, il piede. There's the alarm again, ladies and gentlemen. Is that because you're scared of me? Is that why there's an alarm?
That's all for you, James.
Cos'è l'alarm della macchina? Cos'è?
I believe so.
It stopped.
Perfetto.
It stopped. Grazie, Marta.
Grazie.
Give Marta a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a big round of applause. She's looking fabulous, like an episode of The Bachelor, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, beautiful. We might get these turned down, please. There's a lot coming through here. Thanks very much, mate. Are we happy, people? Are we good? We're having a good time. Usually, I like my audience a little bit closer. But they said, you're from Melbourne, 1.5. But they got it wrong, and they did 150 metres away. So here we are. That's how I have to perform, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, I am from Melbourne. Don't worry, I have been tested for high blood pressure. Because we had a lot of stress in Melbourne. Welcome back, signore. Everything good? O gabinetto, tutto right, tutto good? Tutto good. We only started about half an hour ago, but that's okay. It's you're right. It's not television. I can see you. You know. All right, we're good. Everyone's in. Fantastic, fantastic. Yes, as I was saying, I am from Melbourne. All of you know that already. And we did it tough. We did it tough in Melbourne. We didn't know what to do anymore. I went back to study, university, and I got my diploma in professional lockdown. That is a subject now in Melbourne. It is a subject, and I've got the diploma in the lockdown, which means I can work for the state government of Victoria now. I can work for Daniel Andrews, but it's all okay, ladies and gentlemen. I want to bring you some good news. You want some good news? Yeah, you're happy for some good news? The good news is I was reading something on the Futcher book. You got to the Futcher book? You got to the Facebook? Yeah, I was reading. Sorry, I got to do this because I can't see anything. I was reading something on Facebook. Listen to this. Now, drinking coffee makes you live longer. Huh? Are you happy about that? Oh, yeah. So when I read this news, I said, I got to go and tell a couple of people that are going to appreciate this. So I went straight to my nonna, because they love their coffee. I said, hey, nonna, don't worry, because I know you get a little bit worried you drink too much coffee, because now it makes you live longer. She said, oh, that's beautiful. But the next day, she started convincing my nonno to drink more tea. I think she's trying to get rid of him. Unbelievable. So we got some nonni here tonight. We got some grandparents, yeah? Some proud grandparents. Hands up all the nonni you got here tonight. Yeah, what are you doing here? There's no pokie machines here tonight. What? So the casino's the other way, isn't it? No, it's good. It's good to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. It's always nice to find out where in Italy we're from. Now, I like doing this because it's just good to know. So I'm going to do this again tonight. Obviously, I'm not going to go through every city and every region of Italy because we're going to be here all night, okay? But just to get an idea, I know we've got a lot of Italians. We're celebrating the great work that Radio Italia Uno do. Ladies, give them a big round of applause, Radio Italia Uno. They do such a great job, you know. They've treated me really well. They put me on Jetstar. And they put me at the Ibis, so it was really, really good. Thanks. Do we have anyone here? I'm joking, by the way. Do we have anyone here from the north, ladies and gentlemen? The north of Italy? Yeah, obviously at the top. There we go, at the north of Italy. Anyway, specifically where? Like from the Veneto region, Venezia? Is there anyone from Venezia at all here? There is. All right, there's never too many from Venezia. Because have you heard the Venetian accent? Mamma mia, parlano tutti così, ma dai, ma quanto ne dai, ma porco cane. You can't understand a thing there in Venezia. And you know, the further north you go, the more Japanese it gets. Mamma mia, I don't know what's going on. The reason that there's not too many people from Venezia is because it takes a longer time to get here with the gondola. And that's how all the Italian refugees are getting here, on a gondola. And we're trying to turn the boats back, but because they look the same on both ends, we don't know if they're coming or going, these things. We're so confused, you know. What if we go down the other part of Italy, Sicilia and Calabria? Sicilia and Calabria? There's always more Sicilians than Calabrese, isn't there? Listen, where are all the Calabrese? Put your hands up, Calabrese people. I got a question for you. There's a famous Italian song, a Calabrese song called Calabria Mia, right? A lot of the older generation will know this song. This song confuses me because there's a line in the song that says, Calabria Mia, I meglio figli se ne vanno fora, which means the best kids left, they're gone. Does that mean that the shitty ones stayed in Calabria? I'm very confused about this. I understand. And now, good news from Sicily and Calabria. They're finally building the link between Sicily and Calabria. It will... Huh? Napoli? Ma quando birra hai bevuto? Sto parlando della Sicilia, questo qua, Napoli. Who's the Napoletano? Put your hand up. Who's the Napoletano? Do you know why he's happy? You know the Napoletano are happy because they've got all your wallets, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they're happy. I'm trying to tell you about Sicilia and Calabria. Anyway, so they're building the link. Ma shut up. Huh? But why are you so angry? Let me tell you this story, okay? So there's the link. They're building the link between Sicilia and Calabria, okay? But they're not building a bridge. They're going to build it underground, a tunnel, because they don't want anyone to know. But in true Italian style, at the middle of the bridge, they put in one old man who wants €2 to use the gabinetto, okay? So it's a true Italian style, okay? Now, all of Italy is beautiful. I can't go through everywhere. We've got Napoletano. We've got any Abruzzese. We've got Abruzzese. Yeah, a few people Abruzzese. The Abruzzese people, they've got so many clubs all around Australia. There's 42 and a half Abruzzese club in Australia. The half is because they're building a new one somewhere as well. I don't understand. The Abruzzese people come to Australia and just go, Kumbare, what are we going to do? I don't know, we open a club. That's it. So many clubs. Anyone, any Romani? Romani? Hey, the Romani are the angry ones. Too much with the gladiators there. Spend too much time in the Colosseum. They're the angry ones. Look, all of Italy is beautiful. We can't go through every region. But there is one more place I want to mention. Anyone from Sardinia? Do you know that? Really? I can never find anyone from Sardinia. I thought Sardinia was like Tasmania. Nobody cares. You get a map of Italy and you ask anyone, right? You say, show me Venezia, over here. Show me Sicilia, over here. Show me Roma, over here. Show me Sardinia. I don't know, somewhere here, somewhere over here. That's Malta, that's Sardinia. Give yourselves a round of applause, all the Italian people here tonight. You're beautiful people. Even the ones that yelled at me, beautiful people. Do we have any other nationalities? We got any Greeks here tonight? There is. Yasu. And in Italian, Yaggiù. Yasu, Yaggiù. What else they say, the Greeks? Oppa. Oppa. See, it took me years to work out that you were saying oppa and not whopper. I thought you liked Hungry Jacks. Give me a flame-grilled whopper. Whoppa. Had no idea, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone, any Spanish people here? Spanish people? No? Spanish people. Spanish is a beautiful language. It's just like Italian with an S on the end of every word. That's it. Like in Italian, we might say, oggi è una bella giornata. If you want to speak Spanish, oggi es una bella giornata. Spanish. Very simple to do. Very simple. Any French people? French people here? No, some French. You married a French. Is that what I heard? It's very echoey in here. You married a French. Mamma mia, good luck with that. I didn't have many French people around me when I was growing up, but we had one French person at school, in high school. One day, we bumped into each other. He was coming out of the toilet. He said to me, oui, oui. I said, no, caca, actually, but I'm just letting you know that that's where I'm going with it, okay? That's where I'm going with it. Any Asian people here? No Asian people here? No, they're probably too busy studying to become a doctor. As my nonna would say, queste cinese tutte dottore cinese. Any Afrikani people here? No? Too busy in the car park? No? Oh, it's on the news! It's on the news! I'm delivering the news. You know, I went to Italy, I met my first half Africano, half Italian man. You wouldn't believe what his name was. Mutandi. I said, mate, I don't want to know what you're wearing. I got them on too sometimes, you know. Mutandi. Do we have any fair dinkum Australiani here celebrating with us tonight? We got any fair dinkum Aussies here, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, where's my... I'm coming down. I can't see it there. I'm coming down. Let's put some lights on for a second. I'm coming down here. Where are the fair dinkum Aussies? I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you. Hang on a second. I'm coming to see you. Because I've got an important question. Hello, how are you? Single? No? Okay, that's all right. That's okay. Who? Aussie. I think these ones put their hands up. Are you fair dinkum Aussie over here? Yeah. No, I'm talking to her. No, you. Tu fai un po' shut up. And then I'm talking. What is your name, madam? Lorraine. Perfect. Let's have a chat, Lorraine. Let's have a chat. Okay. Lorraine, can you answer me a question? When you were back... Ma non mi toccare il culo però tu. No, okay. All right. Now, Lorraine, when you were at school, were you ever allowed to have a lunch order from the canteen at school, Lorraine?
Not very often.
Bullshit. Now, give Lorraine a big round of applause. Lorraine! Aussie people all had lunch orders from the canteen. No one cooked at home. You know, I tried once, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to get a lunch order with my mum, because all the Aussie people, all the Aussie kids, Lorraine, on Fridays, they had lunch order day. So all these kids would get their lunch orders on Fridays, and I go home, I said to my mum, Ma, you know, I'm the only one left out. Can I get a lunch order too, please? And she goes to me, all right, you tell your mama what do you like to order. I go to the kitchen, I cook it for you, I put in the brown bag, same thing. And then Lorraine, she even used to write a price on it to not make me feel left out when I took it to school. And bring back the change as well. My God, there we go. All right, so we've got a lot of different people here. That's fantastic. You know, it's great to celebrate. It doesn't matter where you're from. We're celebrating a bit of Italian culture tonight, but it really doesn't matter where you're from. We're all beautiful people. I want to tell you something about myself, though. I recently had a birthday, and I turned a particular age that's made me feel a little bit older now. Yes, because on the day of my birthday, my mum came up to me, and she didn't say to me, happy birthday, James. That's how you say James in Italian. James. She said this to me instead. She said, now you get a little bit more old. It's a time that you go to a dottore to get the TV up the collo to check if everything is all right here. So this is a woman who, when I was 15 or 16, She didn't sit me down and teach me how babies are born, but now, at nearly 40, she wants to talk to me about the colonoscopy. Okay? No, happy birthday. I said, listen, Ma, you know, if Uduture is going to put the TV up at the bottom, I hope he likes the program. I hope he really does. I'm going to try and entertain as much as I can. But the other reason I'm feeling old is because of this. Look at this. Look at what's going on here. You see that? Yes. But this one here, this problem is good and bad. Because if you're an Italian man and you're losing your hair here, for sure it's growing all the way here. So we still grow it, we just grow it in a different place. And the third reason is because I know some of you might not be able to see, that's why I wear the black, it's a more slimming. There's a little bit of this going on here, okay? In your 30s, you start to get a little bit of this, okay? I can see it, you might not be able to see, but I see it in the mirror, you know? And a lot of Italian men, they think it's funny to blame this on pasta. They go, tutta pasta, tutta pasta. Let me tell you, this is not pasta, it's just fat. That's it, okay? So my friend said to me, you got to go to the gym, you got to get a PT. The PT. I didn't know what a PT was. To me, that means public transport. So I took the bus to the gym. He said, no, it's a personal trainer. I said, all right, let's give it a go. So I went with the personal trainer. After 15 minutes, I said to this guy, I can't do this anymore. I'm not strong enough to do all this stuff. He said to me, mate, that's just the paperwork you're doing. I said, yeah, but the bloody questions on the sheet, they make my brain hurt. Because they ask you, they want to know about it. You're just going to use the gym, they want to know everything. Like this one here, male, female, or other. So I thought it was a trick question. Yeah, thanks. I thought it was a trick question. So I put other, and underneath other, I put Italian. Then under nationality, I didn't know what to do anymore. Gym, no, I don't need the gym, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to grow fat naturally and just get old and lose all my hair naturally. I don't need any of that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You are beautiful the way you are. You don't need to work on it, ladies and gents. But you know what? I tell you, this birthday that I had, it's reminded me of a lot of things, and it reminded me that in the Italian family, sometimes, please don't be offended by this, okay? But it's a true fact that in the Italian families, we can be sometimes a little bit cheap, okay? It's true. Now, I have a birthday that lands in December before Christmas. Anyone else in that category that has a birthday? Yeah? A few people? Sorry, I've got to do this because I can't see. A few people. If you have a birthday that lands before Christmas in December, all my life, I've received one present, one gift. Yeah? Here's the one for your birthday and for Christmas. Bloody cool straight. I tell you right now, that in English we call that a bit of tight ass, okay? My zio gave me a box for my birthday. I opened the box. Inside the box, there's a shoe. I said, where's the other one? I give it to you for Christmas. The other one, don't worry about that. I said, why don't you give me the shoelaces for Easter? Thanks. But there was a little bit of that. And it wasn't just for my birthday, you see. Because Lorraine, you probably got things a little bit easier, yeah, in your life. A little bit easier. Me and a lot of other people here, we struggled a bit with things, especially when we were young, okay? This didn't just happen for my birthday. I remember being a teenager, and there was a particular time where it was fashionable, era di moda, to wear Adidas pants. Adidas, and it had the buttons here that you could rip open. Adidas pants. It was very, very popular. Now, my parents, they wouldn't buy me all the fashionable clothes because my dad said, you don't need more clothes. You even got your cousin a clothes because we used to pass the clothes down, right? I was wearing my cousin's underwear till I was about 15. And, well, she grew up and she didn't need them anymore, so... Anyway... So what did my dad do? He went to the market in Victoria, got the Victoria market, where you get everything cheap. And he got the imitation brand. The imitation brand doesn't have 3 lines like Adidas. It has 2 lines. 2 lines. I was the only kid going to school with Adidas pants that had 2 lines and not 3. And my friends would say, that's not Adidas. And I'd say, it's not Adidas, it's tight ass. Tight ass. It's the ethnic brand. Everything. Does anyone remember in the 80s there was a type of t-shirt that was called hypercolor t-shirt. This t-shirt would change color, yeah? People remember this? Change color with the heat, I think it was. Everyone had them, except me, of course. Everyone had them. I go, Papa, please, please. And I pestered him so much that he got so angry one day. He said, all right, go to school. When you come back, go to your room. Big surprise for you. I couldn't believe it. I went to school all excited. I come back home. I open the door, go straight up the stairs, open my bedroom door. And there, what's on my bed? All my T-shirts colored pink. Yeah, what did you do? He said, you said that you want a T-shirt to change the color. I put it in the washing machine and no varechina. To change the color, fresh and free. See, we couldn't get the things we wanted. As a kid, I wanted to be on those, you know, in the shopping centers, you know those carousels with the horses that would go round and round? My papa, he wouldn't put me on these horses just to spend $1 on these horses. You know what he'd do instead? He'd pick me up, he'd put me on the horse, he'd grab the pole and go, no, it's a broken. It's a broken, this one. Come on, let's go, it's a broken. Okay, Papa, but I just saw the other kids go around and around. He goes, no, you need the glass. You need the glass for sure. That's not even a real horse. Like I was stupid. I knew it wasn't a real horse. Come on, let's go. Wouldn't make me do anything. Wouldn't make me do anything, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? I noticed growing up that even he used to do this himself. Wherever he could save money, he would. And why not? Why wouldn't you save money? Do you remember when the double VCRs came out, the VHS machines, where you could copy one video onto another videotape? Oh, my papa loved that because he went to the video store, he rented all the new releases, and he made his own video store at home. There he was every day copying movies, you know? And I said to my papa once, you know, you're not supposed to do this. It's actually illegal, because it's not made for copying videos at the video store. And I said, Papa, there's a sign that comes up at the start of the video, copyright, do not copy this video. And my papa said, yeah, Mama no stupid, I don't copy that part, I just copy the film. Always had a way. Always had a way. Fun times, fun times. But there was one place where the Italian family was strong, and they gave you plenty of this. They never held back. And that's when you needed it to get a little smack. Oh, yeah. When you needed to get a smack, they had plenty to give, didn't they? Oh, yeah. And I've got some beautiful smacking stories. I was a little bit naughty growing up, some beautiful. But the best part of it is this. When I talk to my Aussie friends, like Lorraine, when I talk to my Aussie friends about the way I used to get disciplined by my parents, my Aussie friends tell me that I was abused. That was abuse. And I said, it wasn't abuse, it was tradition. Because I didn't just get smacked, we all got smacked. My brother got smacked, my sister got smacked, the next door neighbor's dog would come in, do the caca on the lawn. My dad, get out of here, the dog got smacked. My mum even smacked my cousin, that's not even her kid. If the nonni had to give you a little bit of a toto, they could give you a little bit of a toto. If you were naughty, we got a little bit of a smack, you see. That's the way it was. And my Aussie friends, I think, they don't understand this, because, I have to say this, Australian parents, they don't know how to smack the way Italian parents smacked. Okay? Because I witnessed at a shopping centre, at a supermarket, an Aussie mum, beautiful woman, Aussie mum, little child was being naughty. You know what the Aussie parents do? They count to 10. They go, 1, 2, 3. I couldn't take it anymore. So I went up to the woman and I said, listen, no disrespect. I'm sorry, I hope you don't mind. But by the time you get to 10, this kid will be 24 with 3 kids to 3 different wives, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm just smacking the kid if you have to smack him, you know. They need to smack differently. They should adopt my mum's Italian style of smacking. She used to count to 10 as well, like this. 1, 2, 10. Ha! From 3 to 10, you didn't know it was coming. Strong, you know? But I was proud. I was proud of my smacks that I got. I even took them to school. Every Monday, we had to do this thing called show and tell. So we'd sit around in a circle. I was the only Italian boy, and everyone could bring un giocattolo or something from home. Maybe Batman, Spider-Man, Barbie dolls, trucks, trains, everything. Not me. Not me. When it came to my turn, I'd just lift my sleeve like this. And all the kids would go, "Whoa, what's that?" I said, "That's the bruise from the cucchiaia because I didn't want to go to church on Sunday." They go, "Really?" I go, "Yeah, I even got one here from the week before. Look." I was proud. I was proud of them. You know, I got lost in the shopping centre once as an 8-year-old. I got lost for about 45 minutes. When my parents found me, you would think that maybe, just as Aussie parents would do, "Oh my God, darling, I'm so happy that you're safe." No, not my dad. Bam! You go, "What's that for?" He goes, "Because it take too longer to find you. Come on, let's go." Very upset, very upset. And you know, don't think that stopped when I turned like 15 or 16. No, it didn't stop then. I used to get smacked in the car. As I answered my mum back once, we're driving down the freeway. My dad was driving, my mum's in the passenger seat there, I'm in the back. We're driving 100 k's an hour. I answered my mum back. Not good. She got my papa to pull over in the emergency lane. From 100 k's an hour, bang. So that she can get out of her door. Open the back door. Smack the shit out of me like this. They're Italian mums, I think they're like... And everyone will know the fetal position. This one. Because Italian people, we're born like that and we remain like that. For about 35 years. This. Smack the shit out of me, then she gets back in the car and we drive off. Until the age of 16, I thought the emergency lane was for us Italian kids to get smacked. I thought we were having the emergency, ladies and gentlemen. I used to see other cars pull over and go, "Oh, it's another Italian boy for sure. He's going to cop it, you know." But my best smacking story is this one here. This is my favorite one. My papa would use that technique just to get me out of bed when I didn't want to go to school. You know, you get to that age, sort of like year 9, year 10, you think you don't need school anymore, you sleep in. My papa would come storming up the stairs like this. He opened the door, because some Italian papas, they don't speak with words, they speak with noises. My dad's favorite was, "Hoo!" I looked it up in the dictionary, it doesn't exist. Now, Lorraine, probably a little bit different for you. For sure, your parents might have just come up to your door and maybe been respectful and given it a little bit of a knock. Everything okay, Lorraine? Can we have a chat? Okay, I'll come back when you're ready. It didn't kind of happen like that for us. Straight in. Get up. You got to go to school. It's already late. They go, Papa, I don't want to get up. Straight away in front of my face. You don't want to get up. I get you up. Pa, pa! And straight away I was up. And you know why we went to school? Because we were afraid to stay there. Right? That's why we went to school. School was safer. Now here's the educational part about this story, ladies and gentlemen. This is the reason why Italian kids in Australia, we don't call our fathers dad. We have to call him papa, because that's the noise we used to hear every morning. Pa, pa! Across our face. That's why we call him papa. Anyway, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. It's fine, you know. It wasn't abuse, it's fine. We grew up fine, ladies and gentlemen. We grew up with a little bit more respect, I reckon. And it wasn't a bad thing. And we exaggerate these stories, but we did get smacked. But you know, we exaggerate them, and then people think we got belted. That's not true. I didn't get belted, but I did get a smack if I was being naughty. But I grew up absolutely fine. In fact, I left home at 36, and still living in my bedroom in the single bed with the same wallpaper from 1979 and the rosary beads on the wall after my communion. So I moved out eventually, but my mum's upset because I'm not married yet. I said I didn't have time to find a wife because you kept me here in the house. But she's upset. She said to me, if you're not married soon, I'm not going to put you on that to show a farmer want a wife. That really scares me because I'm not even a farmer, you know. But here's the ironic thing. I'm not married. No partner in my life at the moment, not married, but I work in the wedding business, like all around Australia. I work as, in Italian, maestro di cerimonia. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Maestro di cerimonia. It's an MC. I work as a wedding MC. We MCs weddings all around Australia. So I'm not married myself, but I see weddings all the time. And there are a lot of Italian, Australian MCs out there. You know why? Because we thought that MC meant more cash. But sometimes not. So I work in the wedding business, and here's the thing. Italian weddings are very hard to organize, okay? Particularly the seating plan. Yeah. Let me ask you a question right now. Be honest with me, okay? We're all cousins here, right? Be honest with me, except Lorraine. Sorry, Lorraine. Except Lorraine. Is there someone here, particularly Italian or Greek, ethnic, is there someone here that is unhappy sitting next to the person you're sitting next to? Just put your hand up now and let me know. Come on, don't be shy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your honesty. This is a real problem when organizing Italian weddings because every Italian family has the same story. And the story goes like this. When the couple have got the floor plan, one mama will come up and look at it and go, oh, no. You can't sit Zia Lucia next to Zia Teresa because Zia Teresa not speak to Zia Lucia in the 25 years since Zia Lucia called Zia Teresa's husband ignorante at the Christmas dinner in 1909. No. It's the same story, right? Because we hold on to this. Now, there is one place that this is not a problem. You know where? Aussie weddings. Because at Aussie weddings, you don't even get a seat. You got these lunchtime, cocktail, bohemian weddings. You get the invite and it says things like, please wear a touch of jacaranda. Ma che cazzo è jacaranda? All the men, no socks. Pants that come to here like Mr. Bean. It's very, very different at an Aussie wedding. Now, I've studied both because I work in both. I've studied both. And the truth is, at the end of the day, there's only one real difference between the Italian weddings and the Aussie weddings. At the Italian weddings, as you know, it is custom at the end of the night to take something home. Yes? The bomboniere, but if you like, the tablecloths, the chandeliers, the cutlery, the menus, and of course, every nonno is looking for the bottles of scotch. The unopened bottles of scotch. Because you'll notice that when the couple are doing the farewell circle, there's always one nonno who's not in there. Just look, because everyone's on the dance floor, he's just looking for the scotch. And then he takes all the bottles, he grabs them all, and he has the nerve to go past the bride and groom as he leaves. Beautiful night, thank you. No, of course it's a beautiful night. You've taken $400 worth of scotch. That's probably more than you put in the booster. And by the way, just quickly, I love the older Italian couples that don't want to put the booster in the wishing well because they think someone is going to take it. Have you seen some of these wishing wells? You need an engineering degree to get into the wishing well. Okay? Then I realized that's not why. That's not why. They're very clever. Okay? They wait to the end of the night. We know this, right? To give it to the couple in hand because it's more respectful. And also, if the prawns were not enough, out come $20, yeah? I can't hear you, darling. Yeah, give me a call. Hey, by the way, I went to a wedding once with my papa and he forgot to bring a booster. Yeah, he forgot. I go, where? He goes, I don't know. I leave it home. I go, where'd you leave it? He goes, on the kitchen bench. I said, what was it doing on the kitchen bench? He goes, I was cleaning the money. I go, why are you cleaning the money? He goes, I think maybe they think we've got a dirty money. I don't want them to think we've got a dirty money. I go, clean the money. I go, all right, well, what are we going to put in the wishing well? He goes, don't worry. He gets a piece of paper. He writes, I wish you well, and puts that in the wishing well. The only two people that didn't give money that night. Now, that's Italian weddings. At Aussie weddings, it's a little bit different. The custom is not to take something home. The custom is to bring something from home. Usually the entree is a good start. And if you want to bring your own chair, thumbs up, okay? Thumbs up. But you know what, ladies and gents, I think that the pressure on me to get married by my parents is because of all these stupid dating television shows that they watch. What do you reckon? Well, you've got them all. The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Temptation Island, Farmer Wants a Wife, Married at First Sight. Do we have any people here that watch Married at First Sight? Get out! Get out now! Please get out! Maths. Maths. My nonno says, male and a female stronzi. I think he's got a point. So they watch all these television shows and they're like, look, everybody get married here. There's one television show called Dating in the Dark. Dating in the Dark. Couples get together for the first time in the dark. My papa's watching this and he goes, this is a stupid show. I said, why? What's wrong with it? He goes, what happened when he turned on the light? He might not like what he see. It's true. He's got a point. They're just so dumb, aren't they, these shows? But Married at First Sight is the big one. I did a bit of research and I found out that Married at First Sight is actually an Italian concept. Because when you think about it, that's how some of our nonni met for the first time at the altar. They didn't know each other. So you got one half of the population going, how can they get married for the first time without even knowing each other? And you got all the Italians going, look, Concetta, just like us. Romantic, just like us. I love it. I love my nonni. If you want to know about love, you know, Daniela was talking about love earlier on in that beautiful set that they did. And if you want to know about love, you've got to speak to the nonni, you've got to speak to the older generation because, you know, they've done it tough as well at times. And when they took their vows for better or for worse, they really meant it, right? They really, really meant it, you know. In fact, let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, some of the older generation here. And I know there's a few of you. You know, when you talk about people going through their ups and downs, the nonni really did go through their ups and downs. These days, it can be a little bit easier. There's a lot up your sleeve to just get out if you don't want to. But they commit, and it's love for life. And I noticed this recently when I went for a coffee with my nonno, and we went to his compare's house. He said, you want to come? I wasn't doing anything that day. We went to the compare's house, and we're sitting at this dining table, me, my nonno, the compare, and the compare's wife. Now, all the nonni are in the same age, mid-80s, okay? So they're having a good old chat. And I notice that this particular compare, he keeps calling his wife all these beautiful things. Bella, amore, darling, sexy. Yeah, you threw that in as well, don't worry about that. He keeps calling her all these beautiful things, and I think that is love. That is true love. Even at that age, that's still romance that's happening, and that's a beautiful thing. The only thing is, I've never heard my nonno call nonna any of these things. So when we left, I had to ask him, I said, nonno, how come you don't call nonna any of these beautiful names? He said to me, let me tell you, the reason who compare call his wife these things is because 10 years ago, he forget her name. But you see, they still hold the romance, ladies and gentlemen. They still hold the romance, okay? I'm going to leave you on this story. Before I do, I want to say thank you very much for having me back in Adelaide. Thank you to Radio Italia Uno. They always do a magnificent job. Thank you. You're very kind. I want to let you know two quick things. I do a show called the Pippo and Pasquale Show. We've been to Adelaide before. We have a lot of fun. We've got a brand new show, brand new tour. It's on sale right now. It's happening a little bit later in the year, but get your tickets early. It's one show. You can go to pippoandpasquale.com.au. Yes, there's actually a website called pippoandpasquale.com.au. And for those of you that want to see something on television, I'm part of the cast of a show called Fat Pizza, which is coming back to the Channel 7 network from May onwards, and I'm a big part of that show this coming time, so keep an eye out for that. But I would like to leave you on this story, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of my favorite stories about my nonno, because my nonno's always upsetting my nonna. You know, you get to that age, but she can't stand him anymore. Everything he does upsets her, you know. Recently, he's been upsetting her because he's decided that every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, he's going to water his front garden for 1 hour straight. That's it. Saturdays, 10 a.m., 1 hour straight. Now, my nonna's upset because he does this, even if it's been raining the night before. There he is in the front garden like this. And he's been doing this for 6-7 weeks now. The neighbours are watching him. They're going to make complaints to the council that we're wasting water for no reason. So we take him back inside. We go, Nonno, you've got to stop doing this. But no, Nonno, a man of the house, he put his foot down. He said, I only do this on a Saturday. Leave me alone, I just do it on a Saturday. But I had to ask him, Nonno, why just on Saturdays? He goes, on a Saturday, the next door neighbor no home, I use his hose, I put it over here for us. I said, no, you can't do that. He said, why? We use the bin, why can't we use the hose? Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. You've been great. Thank you. Thank you.
Signore e signori,
Marta.
that was James Liotta.
Thank you very
Grazie, James.
Thanks
Sempre
a lot.
fantastico. Sempre. I love your sense of humor.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
Ti do un bacio, però prima mi metto questa qua.
Cosa devi fare adesso?
Now I can give
Voleva
you.
darmi
Now
un
I can give you a kiss. There we go. Beautiful.
Vabbè, he came from Melbourne.
Ciao.
Grazie mille.
Thank you.
Thank you for appearing at our fundraiser night. Thank you so much. Bene, adesso arriva il momento di Rocco Speranza, giovane tenore, nato e cresciuto a Napoli, vive in Australia da 8 anni e voglio simpaticamente ricordare a tutti i calabresi che suo padre è calabrese. Immaginavo. Beh, allora Rocco Speranza è il primo italiano a firmare un contratto con la Sydney Opera House, talento indiscusso, promotore della musica lirica tra i giovani. Ha recentemente partecipato al celebre festival di canzone italiana New York Canta, presieduto da Fausto Leali, dove si è posizionato al secondo posto con la canzone Sarai sempre tu, che ci proporrà questa sera. Allora, last but certainly not least, Rocco Speranza will join us on the stage. He is a young tenor. He was born and raised in Naples. He lives in Sydney. Big talent, promoter of the opera music among young people. He works full-time at Opera Australia, singing every week at Opera House. At the moment, he is the main character, Conte di Almaviva, nell'opera Il Barbiere di Siviglia. Recently also he participated at the famous Italian festival with Fausto Leali. In fact, Rocco supposed to sing during Fausto Leali concert tour in Australia last March, that for obvious reasons didn't go ahead. Tonight he will sing for us many of the Italian classics that we love all. Signore e signori, Rocco Speranza.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Buonasera.
La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero, sempre una mobile, leggiadro viso, impianto e riso e menzognero. La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento. E sempre misero chi a lei s'affida, chi le confida, mal cauto il cuore, pur mai non sentesi felice a pieno, chi su quel seno non gli va amore. La donna è mobil, qual più mal vento, muta d'acciaio. Pensier e di pensier
Grazie. Musica maestro.
tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza, ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me.
Grazie, grazie. Grazie a tutti. The last aria that you just heard, it's Nessun Dorma by the famous opera composed by Giacomo Puccini, Turandot. This aria is basically the aria of Caliph, which is a prince that wants to marry and ask for the hand of this spoiled and very cold-hearted Turandot, which is the princess. And so what she does, she basically gives the lovers that come to the palace to marry her, she gives riddles. So if they don't answer the riddle properly, she's gonna order to cut their head off. And one day, this guy, which is basically Caliph, who sang this beautiful song, he answers the riddle. And she still doesn't want to marry him. See, sometimes women are fickle, just like La Donna è mobile, very fickle, like feathers in the wind. So basically, he says, I'm gonna give you a riddle, okay? And if you answer, I'm gonna die. So the riddle was, before the dawn comes, you have to guess what my name is. And that's what happens during the night. He sings this aria by saying, nobody sleeps. Even you, beautiful princess, that you're staring at the stars, who are trembling of love and tenderness. So he says, at the dawn, I will win because you won't find out my name. But at the end, the opera finishes well. They get married. So the next song that I'm going to introduce is the song which I'm very proud of, and I'm very, very glad to sing it for you tonight. It's called Sarai Sempre Tu. Sarai Sempre Tu is the song that made me win the second prize at the New York Italian Song Festival with Fausto Leali. And when I walked on stage for the first time in Brooklyn, it was just like I felt this night, spotlight right on me, and it was just like a magic. You know, New York, it's one of those, stops and city that every singer aim for. Yeah. So this song, it's Sarai Sempre Tu, and it was composed, dedicated to a lady that lost the life in the September 11 tragedy in the World Trade Center. So this song was composed by Francavilla, the composer, because this man, when he knew about his wife's death, the only thing they did, he came home, he was forced to throw everything that was belonging to her. But the last and the only thing that still kept her alive was a balloon that she inflated because it had her last breath. So every time I sing this song, I feel like I want to cry. And I hope the message will come to you tonight. Thank you. Sarai sempre tu.
Un'altra sera persa fra le pagine di un libro, non voglio metterlo però, io devo dirtelo. Ho dentro una tempesta di emozioni, sono lì alla finestra del mio cuore. E adesso cosa fai, amore? Chi mi manca sei tu, la mia luce nel buio, quei occhi tuoi blu, tu che mi chiamavi amore, dimmi cosa fai tu, la tua voce leggera riecheggia qua giù, a me che se ti penso poi mi trema ancora il cuore, dimmi cosa fai amore, sarai sempre tu. Un'altra luna scende sopra il mare della vita, ma la speranza che hai lasciato qui mi brucia dentro. Ho dentro una tempesta emozioni sono lì alla finestra del mio cuore. E adesso cosa fai, amore? Chi mi manca sei tu, il sapore di un bacio, un salto nel blu, tu che mi chiamavi amore, dimmi cosa fai tu, la tua voce leggera riecheggia qua giù, a me che se ti penso poi mi trema ancora il cuore. Dimmi cosa fai, amore, sarai sempre tu che mi chiamavi amore. Sarai sempre tu.
Grazie. Sarai sempre tu. The next song is another beautiful song and it's called You Raise Me Up. Musica maestra. Se sono qui seduto nei pensieri, ti guardo ma non dico cosa c'è, è solo che io sto aspettando il giorno e prima o poi il sole nascerà, il sogno va, scavalca le montagne, il sogno va, ti porta via con sé. Dove sei? Un'anima leggera, il sogno è lì, dov'è la musica? La troverò dov'è la musica. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise Grazie a tutti. Thank you very much. This was a beautiful song. I really, really love this song. Next one, which I'm very proud of this next song, because this song, it's a very, very famous Neapolitan song. And from here, we go into the Neapolitan section of my show. This song, it's called Mare Chiara. Perché? Sì? Napoli fans. Mare Chiaro. So Mare Chiara, it's a famous Neapolitan song that was composed in 1889, but originally was not a song. It was a famous poetry of Salvatore di Giacomo, which was a very famous poet. He was the people poet, that's how it was called. But Francesco Paolo Tosti, which was the composer of the music of this song, really, really wanted to compose a song, and to convince Salvatore di Giacomo, he offered him 1 golden sterling because he wanted just to leave a nice poetry. And according to the legend, Salvatore di Giacomo never have been in Mare Chiaro, and he imagined, like, Mare Chiaro is actually a little bay in the Gulf of Naples, just off the city, and it's a very romantic spot. So it actually exists, but he never been there. And so he imagined that there was a little window facing the sea where a beautiful girl, Carolina, used to live. And a lover was going there underneath the window. Italian romance, so beautiful. And serenade Carolina. And now this place has become the most famous romantic place in Europe for people that are in love. So there is actually now a little window with music score stones imprinted on the building. And that's Mare Chiaro. Grazie, musica maestro.
Quando sponda la luna a Mare Chiara, pure le pisce ci fanno l'amore. Servota una donna dell'umore, per la priezza cagna colore. Quando sponda la luna a Mare Chiara. A Mare Chiara. A passione mia in c'è tuzzolea, lu garofano adora, in tana testa passa l'acqua per sotto e murmulea. A Mare Chiaro c'è sta una foresta. A Mare Chiaro c'è sta una finestra. Chi dice che le stelle sono lucente non sa per st'occhio che tu tieni in fronte. Sti due stelle li sacci sulla mente, dinta lu cuore ne tenga l'imponte. Chi dice che le stelle sono lucente sceta toi caruli all'aria e dolce, quando mai tanto tempo già aspettata accompagnare i suoni con una voce, stasera una chitarra già portata. Sceta de caruli all'aria e dolce. sfumata e scetata dall'aria
Grazie, 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 grazie. Grazie mille. Next song is another beautiful song, and it's called Lacrime Napolitane. So this song was very well made famous by Mario Merola, which was our most famous pop singer of folkloristic Neapolitan songs. So this song, it talks about a man who has immigrated in America, and he always misses the love of his family every day, just like us, you know, just like me and you. We came to a foreigner country, but we never forget the moments spent with our moms, with our sisters. And this man actually says, yes, I am a bit richer here in America, in this foreign land, but these few dollars just make me even more homeless, because what I miss, it's my home. That's where my roots are. And so he speaks like to his mom, like he's just there. So it's like he's writing a letter. So the next song is Lacrime Napolitane. Thank you.
Mia cara madre, sta per trasì Natale e sta lontana più ma sa amare. Come vorrei appicciare due tre biancale, come vorrei sentire zampugnare. Ma inna mia facitelo presepio e a tavola mettito piatta via, facita quando è a sera da vigilia, come si miesa buia stessa puria. Ce ne costa lacrima sta America a noi napolitana, a noi canci chiagnimo cielo Napola, come amara stupana. Mia cara madre, che so i denaro, pa chi si chiagna patria non so niente, mo tenga qualche dollaro e mi pare che non so stata mai tanta paziente, ma sono tutte notte a casa mia. Ed è creatura mia ne senta voce e a voi ma sono come Anna Maria che spada in pietta non suo figlio in croce e c'è una costa lacrima sta America a noi napolitana, a noi canci chiagnimo cielo Napola, come amare m'avete scritto che Sundulel chiama mamma, chi sta lontano e l'ha lasciata ancora. Noi non torna, no, gli resta fuori e resta a fatica per tutta quanta. I caccio persa casa, patria, onore, ormai so carne maciella, sono emigrante e a voi sono come Anna Maria che spada in pieta innanzo figlia in croce. E c'è una costa lacrima sta America a noi napolitane, a noi cancia che animo c'era Napola, come amare sto
Grazie. 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 Musica maestro, next beautiful Neapolitan song.
Catari, Catari, perché mi dice sti parola amara, perché mi parli o cuore, ma dormiendo, Catari, non ti scordare che t'ha giurato cuore, Catari, non ti Catari, Catari, che bene dicerà, sto parlo che me ne sposa me, con una sapienza sto dolore mio, tu non sapienza tu, non te ne cura. Passata e non sapienza ch'io. Catari, Catari, tu non sai che infine in tana chiesa io so trasuta e ha già priata addio Catari e la giarita oro confessori sto a soffrì perché la sto a soffrì non so può crederà sto a soffrì tutte le strati e io con la passora che persona santa ma detto figlio mio lasciala sta lasciala sta
Grazie mille. Grazie. Thank you very much. Next song, it's another very famous song, and this next song was written by the famous Fratelli de Curtis, which was, they were some of the most important composers of the Neapolitan folkloristic songs. And this song was composed for the greatest tenor of all times, Enrico Caruso, which was Neapolitan. So this song was composed for him because many people mistake the lyrics because they think it's actually written for a beautiful girl, but it's actually not. Because this song was composed in 1889, yeah, but was only published in 1905. So it's very, very, very ancient song. And this song was composed for one of the most important general of post office in Italy, which wanted to close the post office in Sorrento. And so the Fratelli de Curtis, which were the most famous songwriters at that time, got in, basically they wrote this song for him to understand how beautiful this country is. You've never seen a sea beautiful like this in all the world. You can hear mermaids singing at you, and you say, come on, goodbye forever. How can you leave a town like this so beautiful? And so Caruso sang it for the first time. So Caruso was the original singer of this song. First time to the crowd of Sorrento was waiting for him coming out of his balcony door at the Excelso Victoria in Sorrento. So, torna a Sorrento. Grazie.
Viro mare quanto è bella, spira tanto sentimento, come tocchi tiene mente, cascetato fai sonna. Guarda qua che sto giardina, sienta sti ciuri arancio, no profuma così fina, dinto cuore se ne va, e tu dici parta Dio, t'allontana da sto cuore, dalla terra dell'amore. Tieno cuore non torna, ma non me la sa, a non darmi sto dormiendo, torna sorriendo, fammi campare. Viro mare da Sorrento, che tesoro te non funna, chi ha girato tutto mondo, non l'ha vista come qua. Guarda qua che sti serena, che te guardano incantata, e te vonna tanto bene, te volesse passare, e tu dici parta Dio, t'allontana da sto cuore, dalla terra dell'amore. Tieno cuore non torna, ma non me la sa, a non tormenta, torna sorienta, va mai campa.
Grazie, grazie, grazie. Thank you very much. Feels like we are really in the Gulf of Naples, isn't it? So next song, it's, we would say, our national anthem, guys, because, you know, this song, when it was composed by Fratelli Capurro, it's called O Sole Mio. And it's the song, the most sung song of all times. Has been remixed, has been sung by Elvis Presley with the version of It's Now or Never. So it's the most important Neapolitan song we have, and was composed by Capurro, which basically didn't want to sell his piano because unfortunately he was not rich. So when this song was basically made money was when he already died, and he had to sell his piano, and he said to his friend, you know, when I sell my piano, I will die. And he never saw the triumph of O Sole Mio. But this song was actually played in the Olympics of Odessa by the band, because the band had lost the real national anthem, Inno di Mameli, so they played O Sole Mio. So we have a second national anthem, O Sole Mio. Musica maestro.
Serena, roppana tempesta, l'aria fresca pare già una festa, che bella cosa in una giornata sola. Sta in fronte a te, o sola, o sole mia. Sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. First saw you with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrender. I spent a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now that you're near, the time is here. Be mine tonight, tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never, my love can't wait.
Grazie. Thank you very much. Thank you. The next song, which I'm going to conclude my show with, it's one of the most famous, this one as well. I just don't know what to say because, they're also famous all over the world. But especially this one has a very catchy melody. And it's Funiculi Funicula. Yeah, I know, guys, I know. It's incredible. It's very incredible. Please applaud. So this song was composed by the famous Neapolitan composer Luigi Denza to celebrate the opening of the first funicular railway we had in Europe, which was the one from the Mount Vesuvio, our volcano. Yeah, and so he composed this song, which originally was written for a choir, for a chorus, and after has made an arrangement for piano and solo voice. So I need the whole participation of you, or all of you here, because we are in many tonight, and we can be even more many and celebrate love for Napoli, for Italy, for Australia. Love for life. Grazie. Funiculi funicula.
A sera ogni nemena saietta tu sai adò. Adò stu cor ingrato chiù dispietta farmane un po'. Adò lu fuoco cosce ma si fuia che lascia sta. E non te corra appriessa e non te struia sulla guarda, yamma ingoppe yamma ingoppe yamma ya funicoli funicola funicoli funicola ingoppe yamma ya funicoli funicola. Yamma dalla terra la montagna nu passa in c'è. Savere Francia proscita la Spagna i veca a te. Tirata culi fune ritta in fatta in cielo sa va. Sa va con ballo tiempo l'andre satta, uè sai, yamma ingoppa, yamma ingoppa, yamma ya, funicoli, funicola, yamma ya, funicoli, funicola. Se ne s'aiuto Inè, se ne s'aiuto la capa già. E aiuta e poi tornata e poi è venuta, sta sempre qua. La capa vota, torna a te. Lu cuore canta sempre nuta l'urna, sposami ne, sposamo noi. Yamma ingoppa, yamma ingoppa, yamma ya, funicoli, funicola, ingoppa, yamma ya, funicoli, funicola. Funicoli, funicola, goppa yamma ya, funicoli, funicola.
Grazie. Thank you very much. Wow, that was a very, very big.
Grazie Rocco
Grazie,
Speranza, ma fantastico Rocco.
Grazie Marta.
Ci hai portato a Napoli, ci hai portato in Italia, ci hai fatto vivere veramente i momenti bellissimi. Grazie di cuore, thank
Grazie
you
a
so
voi.
much.
E questa è una città che mi appartiene tanto perché i miei genitori si sono conosciuti ad Adelaide.
Ecco, quindi un altro applauso per Rocco Speranza.
Grazie mille.
What a talent, what a beautiful voice, amazing energy. Thank you so much. Stay with me, Rocco,
Sure.
because now I would love to have here next to us on this beautiful stage Sonic Circle, Daniela Fontanarosa, Daniel, Marco, James Liotta. Please join me here. Eccoli. Un grande applauso a questi grandiosi artisti. Marco, bravi. And I would like to invite on the stage our president, Dino Musolino. Dino, join us here. In the meantime, when Dino is actually joining, I would love to actually say thank you to all of you for participating, for taking part in this beautiful event. Ringrazio tutti voi per la vostra partecipazione, il sostegno che continuate a dare a Radio Italia Uno. Ringrazio ovviamente il presidente Dino Musolino che mi sta raggiungendo qui. Ringrazio il comitato radio, comitato sociale. Grazie a tutti coloro che hanno lavorato al bar. Grazie al mio carissimo collega Stefano Pratola per la preziosa collaborazione. Stefano, grazie mille. Perché non vieni? E voglio anche menzionare altri importantissimi sostenitori di questa serata. Allora, in primis, our major sponsor, Unique Stone, Armando Paradiso, la sua famiglia, thank you so much. Mitolo Family Farms and Northeast Isuzu, our two platinum partners, thank you so much for helping us to put this event together. And also, thank you so much to Serafino Wines, Famiglia Malieri, Fine Foods Distributors, Dario Fontanarosa, La Vera Mozzarella, Signor Pino e Giovanna Marmorale che sono qui questa sera, La Vera Mozzarella, Avanti Pasticceria Davide e Famiglia Bandini, The House of the Bride, la casa della sposa, General Prince, saluti alla famiglia Jack Graziani, Peter e Anna Nuzzo, grazie mille, Chapel Funeral, signori Faruggia, anche loro ci hanno aiutato a mettere insieme questa serata, grazie di cuore. E non mi posso dimenticare di Amplify These 200 Productions and Mr. Jonathan in regia. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you to security guards that help us to actually go ahead with this event and make sure that everything is in place. Thank you to Podcast City that is actually taking the video today and is filming the night. Thank you so much, Ron. And I would like to say thank you to the Woodville Town Hall staff that is with us. E adesso passo la parola a Dino, ovviamente per il suo speech.
Thank you, Marta. Well, I'm certainly not going to do it in Italian because I can't say too much in Italian like these wonderful people and most of you out there. But first of all, I'd like to thank, and I can't see any of you, so I can understand what you're talking about. You're talking to nobody. I really like to thank all you guys for coming here tonight after a few stops and starts that we had in putting this event together. I'm so delighted to say, wow, what a success tonight. And again, give these guys a round of applause because they really did a fantastic job. Daniela with Sonic Circle, I reckon you'd have to be the best kept secret in the world. I mean, wow, that was mind-blowing. James, I learnt a lot tonight with you because you took me back to my childhood. So thank you for an outstanding performance. Rocco Speranza, I can say that well. Wow, Wow, Rocco.
Thank you, Dino,
I
grazie.
think you had everybody's attention out there. I think your performance was absolutely fantastic.
Grazie.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Grazie. And You Raise Me Up was actually dedicated to you. Sorry.
Well, yeah, thank you. That song is special for me and my daughter, so I thank you for doing that for us. I'd also like to acknowledge again our sponsors. Our sponsors are family-owned businesses that we are delighted to have on board with us for this magnificent event. It's great when you can get family businesses recognising the work that our radio does in bringing to community, whether they're elderly, young, wherever they are in the world. And these days, with the way technology is going, entertainment, I think it's fantastic what they're doing. We're doing some great work, and there's still a lot more work for us to do. I'd also like to thank Dr. Adriano and his lovely wife for spending this evening with us. And I'd also like to thank all those sponsors, I'm not going to go through them again, that Marta has acknowledged through the night again. Without you people, it makes it very difficult for an event like this to be a success, so every little bit helps. And no matter how big or how small, we thank you for your contribution. Angela, could we come up on the stage, please? This event would not have been, and Stefano, where is Stefano? Is Stefano with us anywhere close? Oh, that's okay. I don't know where he is because I can't see, but again, I want to acknowledge the work that Stefano and Angela and Marta have done in the stops and starts for this event. Also, the board who continuously supported the social committee and the staff who continued to work on an event that we just didn't know when it was going to happen, if it was going to happen. And thank you to the performers again for sticking with us. All the volunteers tonight for their help, because without the volunteers who come along and help us on these type of events, it would make it a lot more difficult, and I couldn't enjoy it like I did because I'd have to be running around supporting those people to doing what they did. Again, to the social committee in particular, led by Angela Couturier, fantastic job, thank you. I'd also like to thank Marta, the magnificent Marta, for the wonderful, wonderful MC, keeping us in check. Take a bow and a twirl, Marta. It was fantastic. Again, thank you so much for all the work you do. Not only do you do work through your working hours at the radio, but I'll get an email at 11 o'clock at night saying, Dino, what do you think about this? So thank you, thank you, thank you. And last but not least, I'd like to ask you all to be upstanding and give these people a standing ovation. Thank you for the performance tonight. They're volunteers.
Thank you so much once again, Dino. That was very precious. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to say goodbye when we have such a good fun. Is that right, James? Would you like to add a word?
Penso che abbiamo detto già tantissimo. I thought you were going to, do a toast, cut the cake. Just...
Fantastico. Allora, ancora una volta, abbiamo Sonic Circle, James Liotta, Rocco Speranza, Radio Italia Uno. A me non mi rimane altro che ringraziarvi di vero cuore per il supporto e augurarvi una buona notte. Thank you so much. Good night. Alla prossima. Ciao.
Tua fantasia, te resta solo la tua fantasia.